Tell Me Your Problems, episode 175. We are back Monday, the 20th of December, 3:08 p.m. Belgian time. Still gloomy, still dark, still cold outside. That's why we're going to bring a little bit of sunshine onto the interwebs. Nice intro, even if I say so myself. Um, I actually got some pretty shitty news right off the bat, starting with the positivity, right? So I am not allowed to train upper body for the next 4 weeks. Looks like my shoulder is messed up. So is my bicep. So I'm suffering from shoulder tendonitis and like something else, like a bicep tendon. And yeah, I cannot do any type of upper body lifting for 4 weeks, so I'm already losing my mind. But it is what it is. We're gonna make the best of it and just train legs every day, I guess. What's up, Elizabeth? What's up, Cas Rolache? Hello, I just did my exams. Everything good with you and your surgery? I'm recovering. I'm healing. Trying to do what I can, and I can what I do. No, that doesn't work. What's up, Liberty? Healing up awfully nice. Yeah, I got those Wolverine genes healing by the second. Guys, as you all know, the concept, tell me your problems. Here we go, Elizabeth. How do I fight boredom? By finding something that actually is productive, by finding something that gives you purpose. So I've talked about this many times. People always think that they would like endless vacation and that they hate their jobs, but I am guaranteed that if you would basically, you know, give people the opportunity to quit their jobs tomorrow and just give them endless time and resources, most of them would get depressed. This is something that I've gone through myself after my cancer. I had to learn to cope with this massive amount of freedom and time. And a lot of people think they don't want to work and they think they don't like their job, but if they would not have to spend that time at their job, they would lose their mind. My point is, what I'm trying to say is that it's like life is overrated. I always say in that sense. It's kind of hard to find, like, there's only that many things you can do. It's like you can do sports, you can go enjoy nature, hiking, you can prepare food, keep your place clean. But then, like, what do you do? And that's where a lot of people just pick the watch cable TV or watch Netflix for hours or game for hours. Like, there's a reason why millions of people are into gaming, hardcore gaming, because they literally don't have anything else to do. Like, that's just the easiest thing to pass time. The same with watching TV and movies all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're feeling bored because you haven't found what makes you happy yet, and that's basically one of the greatest purposes in life, is just finding that thing, what it is for you. For me, that's mentoring my clients, doing live sessions, and making videos. Like, that's how I fill my time. And then, of course, gym and nature walks. But be careful what you wish for, as it pertains to absolute freedom and time. It's like people go to vacation, and they spend 2 weeks in a resort and they're thinking, I could do this my whole life. If that vacation would last a week longer, they would be bored out of their minds. I went to those places. I went to Punta Cana, to the resort towns in the Dominican Republic, in Colombia, and I spent a longer amount of time there to see the ever so returning cycle of people coming and going, and it's boring as hell. That's why also I was able to kind of overcome this illusion that traveling fixes all. You can't outrun yourself. What's up, Liberty? I just wanted to see your lovely face. Oh, thank you so much, girl. I read your comments about you doing lipo and it not having done miracles. Papuna official went back to work after 2 weeks resting after surgery. Not fan of work, but things are getting normal. Hope you're fine too. How are you healing though, Papuna? You feeling better? Renlin, is it normal to have regrets? Absolutely, it's normal. Like, we can all have moments where we have regrets, but then it's important on how you process those and how you deal with those. And that goes for any emotion. Like, far too many people always connect to certain emotion, especially negative emotions, to an event. They don't do a good job identifying why they're feeling a certain type of way. So let me clarify that. People feel bad and then they go and look for, like, what's the reason? And then they think, oh, but you said something that I didn't like, or you let me down on that occasion, so you're the cause for me to feel this way. When in reality, a lot of those negative emotions can be traced back neurologically and physiologically to just diet, to lack of vitamins, lack of exercise, um, lack of carbohydrates, even lack of sleep, things like that. Like, they cause us to feel unhappy and bad. So it's important for you to understand, like, most of your feelings and emotions are just chemicals. It's not necessarily because someone did you wrong or someone gave you bad vibes. Now, to answer your question, um, is it normal to have regrets? It's the same thing with regrets. Regrets is, again, like I've said so many times ad nauseum, it's usually that voice inside your head telling you, whispering in your ear, like, you should have done this, you should have done that, you fucked up there, you fucked up here. But that voice is not you. Talked about this many times already, so I don't want to regurgitate myself over and over. But that voice is not you. It's not your instinct. It's not your soul. It is the thinker, and the thinker is not your friend. So learn to treat that from a third person view, and understand that that's not your essence. Lipo and stem cells regeneration. I still don't look like before, but I'm alive and intact and happy. Gotta go stay safe. Have a good one, Liberty. Can't rescue a dog, but I do enjoy helping out the homeless. Serenity. If you're helping out the homeless, like, legitimately, if that's what you're doing, you're probably in the 1%, in the top 1% of the world in terms of, like, best people ever. So, if you're really, like, that's amazing. That's just, beyond impressive, I would say. And I just want to say you're an awesome human being. Probably objectively way better than me, even though I'm on here with all my subscribers. Like, kudos to you. But yes, it. Oh, you guys get the same avatar. That's how I'm confused. That's weird. Uh, or you just change your name to Serenity. Well, I don't know. Guys, hit some thumbs up if you like the content, if you like the live sessions. Let's get some thumbs going up in here, up in here. Monday grind day. I absolutely destroyed my legs this morning. Took out all my frustrations of not being able to train with her body on my legs. So yes, I'll be growing immense quads and booty. I saw my ex-girlfriend and she said that my ass has gotten a lot bigger. So shout out to her. Shout out to my ass. I've been doing my squats and my deadlifts. Very happy with my extra thickness. Hard work pays off. I have always had a bad lower body, um, mainly due to the fact that I had a compartment syndrome and I was in a wheelchair for a long time. But I'm definitely gaining terrain finally. Tuk, tuk, tuk. I just also, so yeah, I'm also taking, like, pills to go to try and fight the inflammation, but I'm also, keeping a steady diet of raw broccoli and raw spinach on the daily. So, guys, like, really try to incorporate that. Like, not nearly enough of us taking enough, like, really raw vegetables. And there's a lot of vegetables that don't really do shit. They're just empty, like, they're water. They don't really have a lot of benefit. So you just need to. There's just a few you have to focus on, and spinach and broccoli are two of them. So just blend them up, put some almond milk on there, some vegan protein, and just chug them down, and you will get immense superpowers. Raw broccoli that's not cooked. Think about it. When you cook those things, you destroy a lot of the nutrients, you destroy a lot of the atoms, and half of the good stuff just gets burned in the process. So try to keep it raw. By the way, you guys like this sweater? Let me know. I'm trying to be a human sunshine when I wear this. Papuna, I feel just fine. I'm just on a light diet. Yesterday I went to the pub. Uh, nice, man. I'm happy to hear you're doing better. Nature lover, thank you for your wise advice about thinking and feelings and sleeping and eating properly. I needed to hear that. That's what's up, girl. I'm here to help always, always, always. The only thing about these lives is sometimes I feel like I'm repeating the same message too much. So I do want to stress that like the lives can only be as good as your questions, especially in this like interactive format. So I do appreciate good questions, and I would anyone because I know a lot of people listen to these later on. So if you're listening to this, comment below future questions that you want me to answer because I would love to dig deep on some philosophical topics. In the meantime, we have 10 people in here. Do not hold back. Ask me your questions. In the meantime, I'm also going to tell you that I'm still taking on new clients for my mentorship service. This is my email, Dries at gmail.com. Reach out if you want to work with me. How I work is I use video calls and I do this, what I'm doing right now, but privately, one on one. And then aside from that, I talk to my clients daily through audio and text messages to make sure that I'm keeping a close eye on the situation. Dilia, hi Viking, glad to see you again. What do you recommend for insomnia? You should start taking magnesium before you go to sleep. Magnesium is an absolute game changer, and most of us have a deficit of it. So, order magnesium from, you can use the brand Now Foods. That's a good brand. So, get magnesium in before you go to bed. This will relax you, make you feel more sleepy. Also, you should get one of those teas. I use a tea that is specifically designed to make you sleep better. I have shifted my usage. I used to drink way too much coffee, way too much caffeine. And I used to think, I need coffee in the morning, but then I really like got deep into it and like I really identified really what I needed. And I realized that I don't really need the caffeine boost in the morning necessarily. I just need something like warm and tasty to have with my breakfast, like a warm liquid, a savory liquid. So that's when I got into tea. And now tea is so good, guys. Like, like I cannot stress it enough. I got four different teas now. I got a ginger tea. Ginger tea is one of the best. If you're a guy like me, I my critique of tea was that a lot of tea doesn't have enough like flavor. It's just kind of like bland. If that's the case, you should get ginger tea. It's awesome. Ginger tea. I got green tea, and I got also a tea before I go to sleep. You got energizing tea. So get in that and start and stop drinking so much coffee. Book suggestions: The Power of Now by Edgar Tolle, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Those are two really good ones. I always recommend those. If you're into novels, you should check out the book called Stoner, Stoner, like a stoner. Really good book. Fools Die. Fools, that's Fools, Die by Mario Puzo, who's also the author of the Godfather. That's an amazing book. I've read that one so many times. What else, man? I got a bunch of books here. I keep forgetting the ones I read. The book by Bruce Lee's daughter, Be Water, My Friend. That's a good one. Celestial Seasoning Sleepy Time Tea. I don't think it's that one as I'm living in Belgium, but Essenza. Yo, what's up, bro? Nice turtleneck. Thank you. I'm on my classy tip today. Ladies, watch out. Help me, Dr. Lee. Well, I'm not Dr. Lee, but I'll help you. I'm on the fence about relationships and attachment. Do you think we should strive for detachment? If so, how do we thrive in a relationship, attachment, while remaining detached? Hmm. I don't think that we should necessarily strive for anything because the whole concept and the action of striving implies that we are going against our nature, going against our flow to get to a certain endpoint that might be kind of forced. So if you're not a person that wants detachment, you should not strive for detachment. First, you need to really try to identify and isolate what it is that you want and what makes you most happy. Then, secondly, you can be in a relationship but you just need to be in a relationship with someone that also likes to have a lot of personal alone time. So there's people that just want to spend the whole day together every single day, and there's people that just, rather do their thing during the day and just basically be together in the evening, for example. So you need to identify the person that you are, the needs that you have, and then find a person that fits, your puzzle. And then you can have relationships just fine. You can even have an open relationship if you're okay with that, for example. So there's nothing wrong. You have to understand there's a bunch of people who are just like you. You just need to find the one that's compatible with you. What's up, Dre? What's up, David? But it's tricky. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it is tricky to stay to remain detached in a relationship. Obviously, like, it's easier said than done. I'm not gonna lie, and it takes constant effort. But again, like, I think most people are just not ready for relationships, but they just kind of roll into it, and then they just develop this relationship with their partner the same way they did with their parents. Like, a lot of men basically just have a relationship with their woman like as if they're moms. I see that a lot. I see a lot of my friends basically looking for a mom to date. Not that she's already a mom, but I'm just seeing that those are the qualities that a lot of guys are after. Like, typically women that just like take care of them, which is kind of sad for me because it does indicate like a lot of men, they never really, they basically, they are smothered by their mothers for the first 25 years. And then they replace their mother with their girlfriend, but then who again, once again, starts acting like their mother. And they never fully grow and like understand that they can also just be independent and be strong men and do their own things and like learn how to cook and learn how to clean and wash clothes, simple stuff like that. But I see that a lot. A lot of men are subconsciously looking for just a mom to take care of them. So um, don't be that guy. But then again, there's also many women that want to give that to men. So it's kind of like that's just who we are, I guess. Most of us. Thank you, Grow Grow. I can't afford to claim my inheritance. Why not? You can't afford to claim your inheritance. How does that work? Frosty Matrix TV. How is everyone? MTL, Montreal, Canada here, I guess. COVID is getting out of control again. More restrictions implemented. Hope all's well wherever you all are. Well, I'm in Belgium. We're pretty good. We can still do most of the things that we want. The Netherlands, though, and I live right by the Dutch border. They went into lockdown again, so they're screwed. Now they're all coming here. they're all, like, yesterday I was in Antwerp in the city. Bunch of Dutch people, man, coming here to enjoy freedom. Yeah, and that's it. Like, to me, it hasn't bothered me that much, the restrictions, because here bars close at 11 now, 11 p.m., which is a little bit too early, but like in general, like I always tend to go home at midnight if I go out. I don't like to stay out late because the next day I can't really function. I really need my sleep. Um, and as long as the gym has been open, I can't complain, to be honest. I'm picking people who are incompatible. How did you start picking more compatible partners of the opposite sex? Is it just raising standards? No, it's just like stepping away from the emotional zone and stepping into the rational zone. Like, people, always talk about I keep falling for the wrong type, and but it's like it's because they're not willing to learn. It's because they're not willing to spend time exercising introspection on why they always go back to the same type of people and they keep running into the same trouble. So I used to always run into the same type, and then I analyzed that and I tried to be more rational. I've always had a thing for crazy girls. It's like a lot of men have that, and I guess a lot of men have this like Superman complex. I just made that up, that term, where they like want to save the woman, and I've definitely been guilty of that in the past. So that's something that personally I've been trying to work on, like not always try to be this white knight savior. Um, but you just have to like understand, try to like get yourself when you're falling for someone again, like why is it that you're falling for someone, and take it slow. Honestly, I have been delving into stoicism more. This is helping. The rationalism calms me and helps me feel better. I have a Wonder Woman complex. There you go. A lot of people want to do that. A lot of people just want to save people, you know? That's the thing. Daisy, I can't afford a lawyer. Ah, and that's why you can't afford your to claim your inheritance. How does that work though? You can't even why don't you call up a lawyer and be like, yo, first of all, do you really need a lawyer to claim your inheritance? Can't you just go by yourself and be like, yep, it's me. I'm, the legal heir to the inheritance. Second of all, if you really do need a lawyer, why don't you cut a deal? Tell them like, look, I need you to claim my inheritance. Once I get my inheritance, I can pay you. Like do it like that. Not plot. I'm so drunk right now I can't even write. My mother ain't happy with me. I know I ain't inspiring, but please say something about me. Not plot lib. Well, man, first of all, I want to tell you, you came here for a reason. Even though you're intoxicated right now, this is real life. This is not a fantasy, not a dream. This is really happening. And I just want to tell you, now that you're drunk, you can see things from a different perspective. You have access to emotions and honesties and truths that otherwise might be deeply hidden under the mental dunes of sand in your mind. But let me tell you one thing, man. It is time for you to try and decide who you want to be. This is a turning point in your life. Like they say, all things happen for a reason. For whatever reason, you find your way here to my life. And I'm here to tell you that no one can help you but you. Only you can pull yourself up. So when you wake up tomorrow with your headache and your hangover, you have to basically understand that that is the first day of your potential transformation. But no one's going to help you. The universe doesn't give a fuck about you. Neither do your friends or your family, really. They all got their own problems, man. So you need to be strong. Pick yourself up from the dirt. Stop getting drunk. Stop getting hammered, and stop focusing on the fact that your mother doesn't like you or is disappointed by you. Guess what? If she's disappointed by you, then that's on her, and she's probably a fucked up person. She has her own shit to deal with. Stop thinking that she's this perfect angel. Like she created you. Yeah, sure. That doesn't mean that she has the right to be disappointed in you. If she's disappointed in you, then she should have done a better job of raising your ass. So fuck what she thinks. This is about you, man. You are not living for your parents, and they're not living for you. The moment you're born, you're on your own, basically. Even though your parents are there, you are your responsibility, man. So you need to do better. You need to do better because otherwise your life is gonna suck for infinity. Think about it. You have been given an excellent opportunity. You're healthy, presumably. You have access to the internet, to Wi Fi, otherwise, you wouldn't be here. So you're not in some third world country. And you need to be grateful for that opportunity, man. And for my time and energy, because I'm telling you right now, this is it. Decide who you want to be and what you want to do. And it starts tomorrow. Thank you, Callum. Appreciate that. How do we start to answer who we want to be? Not sure how to solidify my purpose in life. Do you know your purpose now, Lorenz, or is that evolving? This is my purpose. Spreading my emotions and my energy through the interweb waves, talking to people across the world and cementing my legacy by making these videos. That's it. This is it. This is it. And this is brilliant. I love this. I'm so happy that I'm able to do this. So you're looking at my purpose. And how do you find your purpose? By trying a bunch of different things, really. Just keep throwing darts at the board. You're going to hit the bullseye sooner than later. You have to be willing to try. You have to be willing to put in the work to try and figure out what it is, what makes you happy. Write down a short list of the things that make you feel good. Narrow it down, and then try to think of practical applications for those things. How can you, for example, if you like being around people and you like helping people and getting gratification from people telling you thank you, then just go and sign up for some type of volunteer service. Go sign up for like something like Greenpeace or something. Go travel around the world. Go save some animals. Go save some green wildlife. You only got one life. Do some crazy stuff. Figure it out. I'm working right now, listening in, but I just had to give the compliment. Appreciate that, Callum. Robert, nice. Procrastinatrix, two-time heart attack survivor, live every day like your last. Thank you for inspiring others and myself. You got you, I got you. What's up, Julie? I'm very impressed by having this contact here with you. I saw your YouTube videos and now you're this live person and a real presence in my life. So I'm very grateful for that time and energy you put in. That's why I'm here and I am a real person. People often think that because someone you see on a screen, it automatically turns them into some type of like demi cider god, like this divine being. No, I'm a person just like you. Ain't nothing better about me. The only difference between me is that I got a camera and I started broadcasting my story 5 years ago, and here we are. There's nothing better about me. I just understand, and I understood that I am no less than anyone else. I'm no less than anyone that you see on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere for that matter. It's just a matter of doing and understanding that we all feel like imposters on the inside. We all feel like we're not good enough. And especially because our surroundings always basically confirm that and reaffirm that belief. There's this old interview about they were interviewing the Jackson family, so the siblings of Michael Jackson, and they said something amongst the lines of like he's the least talented, like he's the worst singer, like they didn't and they never understood why he was getting so much attention. Like, what's the big deal about him? Michael is not even the best singer in the band, or something like that. Like it was something like that. My point is, people will never appreciate and recognize greatness when it's in their presence because they put people in their presence in the same category as them. And we are, per definition, by design, insecure beings that always put ourselves down. So if I'm down here and I'm insecure about myself and you're within reach of me and I see you every day, then certainly you must also be down here. That's why we love the things that we can't reach, the things that are far away. We put them on a pedestal, we think they're better. So I'm just a real person, just like all of you. And I'm here to tell you that anything that I can do, you can do as well. It's really like that. I'm not saying necessarily you can talk as well as me or you can present yourself as well as me, but certainly you have other skills in life that you can do as good as anyone in that particular field. Don't think you're an imposter. Confidence is a myth. They're not more confident than you. They just know better how to hide their insecurity than you. And you're taking the cheese. You're believing it. Callum, one quick question. You may have been asked before when you were younger. Did you have ideas of how you would work? Yeah, man. My idea was to become rich by being a shitty sales guy. I was doing sales, man, lying to people on the phone, selling them bullshit, and I liked it. Now, that's a lie. I didn't love it. I already had like an internal conflict, but my ego would tell me that I liked it, and especially my surroundings. But yeah, just doing sales, being a typical guy that was just on the phone, like, trying to make money. Um, yeah, that was my whole thing basically. Like, I'm gonna climb the corporate ladder. What's up, Elena? Help me, Dr. Lee. I'm on the fence, but I will decide. I will try for becoming a surgeon in the Army Medical Corps, medical evacuation from war zones. Maybe this is why I'll try to start simple, make that list. You're going to become a surgeon in the Army Medical Corps. Wow. If you have, that would be insane. Like, you guys are the real heroes, the people that perform surgery. If you have those skills, if you know enough about medical stuff to do that, then go for it. Like, don't even think twice. That's amazing if you can actually do that. Still less drool. Looking like it, yeah. Looks like I'm drooling less. Think so. Bill Ja, I always feel like an imposter at my job. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully, the CEO doesn't think the same. The CEO does think the same about himself, not about you. It's like, I'm telling you, man, I've met so many people in power, so many influential people. They're all this, like, they are winging it. They're all winging it. This is all one big improvisation. This is improv. The whole world. Look at our world leaders. Like, look at them standing on that stage, like making shit up. They don't even know what they're doing up there. Like, I need you guys to see that. That explains a lot. People are at their level of insecurity and projecting outwards. Yes. Julie, I love hearing your advice, helping me guide my son who's in danger of losing his leg. Good luck with that. My thoughts go out to your son. Salman Hassan, I'm insecure about my appearance. I'm upset that no girl ever been attracted to me. My personality is lame. Sometimes this makes me sad to the point where I get difficulty breathing and palpitations. Doctor said I'm just sad after making some tests. Salman, why is your personality lame? You want to know why? Because you are proclaiming it as lame. How can it be lame? That's a choice. You can literally be as interesting and as cool as you want to be, man. Why would you even label yourself as lame? And what's wrong with your appearance? I can guarantee you that people don't care half as much as you do. Look at me, man. I'm looking like Freddy Krueger and Frankenstein had a love child, and I'm out here still feeling good about myself. I got the mustard turtleneck on fleek. It's all about the mind, man. Like, you have to understand, like, your thoughts define your reality, and life is a video game, and your mind is the hacking code. You can really reprogram your reality by the way that you carry yourself. Perception is reality. If you carry yourself like a confident person, like a person that has charisma and loves him or herself, people will treat you as such. It's all about the energy. It's not about your physical shell. I guarantee it. By the way, if anyone is trying to get in touch with me to work on that, my email is lorenz.dries@gmail.com. That's right there in the chat. That's LORENZ dot DRIES@gmail.com. You can sign up from my mentorship service if you want to get into that. Daisy, oh, hold on. AD Spiced. Hello, I was diagnosed with vitiligo, I don't know, incurable skin disease. It's slowly progressing on my face, hands, and it's beating me down. What's the right attitude to stuff like this? The right attitude is that it's out of your control. I'm presuming that you're already taking all the meds that you could possibly take, and if there's nothing else to do because you said it's incurable, the same way that I deal with not having bottom teeth and having my face look the way it looks, I can do nothing about it. So either I can be sad about it, get down, get frustrated. Guess what? I'm still going to wake up the same. Or I can skip that whole negative process of making my reality even worse and just accept it for what it is and continue. Think about it like this: you already have like one big negative plus, and then you're actively choosing to create a second one. It's like you're giving yourself two diseases. You're giving yourself the disease or the illness that you have, and then on top of that, you're giving yourself a mental disease by having a negative attitude. Why not just keep it at the one that you physically have and keep the brain and the mind healthy and intact? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Daisy, my mother taught me from a young age that I'd never be worth a hill of dry beans. Yeah, your mother is a bitch. I'm 61 now. It certainly seems like mom was right. But not see, you've been conditioned to think that way because she's an incredibly toxic witch. That's why, man. She should have never, that's sad that you were raised by someone like that. So she was an evil person. You have to understand that. And if anything, if you turned out to have a bad life, it's her fault, not yours. You need to move on from that as soon as you can. You're 60, you still got like 35 years left to live. That's a long time. Why don't you try to make it the best that you can? Leave your mom in the past. Fuck her. How do your parents feel about events in your life? What is it like for them witnessing everything you do and have been through so far? Curious on their perspective. Very supportive. My mom literally pulled me through my cancers. She was there next to me every day from dusk till dawn. Um, what I'm doing today, my mom doesn't like that much. She would prefer me to get a normal job. But my dad supports it. He believes in it. My mom is a little bit more traditional and conservative. So she told me the best Christmas gift you can give me is that you get a real job. It's heartbreaking actually, but I know her and I know how to frame that and take it with a grain of salt so it doesn't crush me. But all in all, we're great. I'm super cool with my mom and dad. I go there every day. We hang out, we laugh, we make jokes. We're great. They're the best parents. They gave me the absolute best childhood I could have ever wished for. And still to this day, they support me with everything and they help me with everything. So I got nothing to complain about. They used to take me, on these travels to Norway, to Italy, to Greece, Austria. So I saw a lot of the world at a very young age, and that inspired me to want to travel later on. A leaf. My grandparents and cousins are not allowing us to visit them this Christmas because we're unvaccinated. It is what it is. Merry Christmas. Huh. I mean, honestly, I understand. Like, they're old people. They are more prone to die from COVID. And if you're not vaccinated, they don't want to risk it. They have that right. As you have the right to not get vaccinated, they have the right to not want you over there. So I don't think they're wrong. They're necessarily wrong for wanting that and expressing that. Kudos to them for standing up for what they want. It is what it is. You make a decision, they make a decision, and it's all good. Just respect it. Jay Z, good morning, handsome brother. Just passing by to say hi. I already left you a like. Keep up the great work. Hey, anyone that hasn't hit that thumb up yet, let Jay Z's message be the wake up call. Hit that thumb if you like these live sessions, if you like me putting my time and energy into this to try and be a ray of sunshine in the world. Got me singing it on a Monday afternoon. It's going to be a good ass day. That's awesome. Our parents from previous generations is security, but the reality is nothing in our world is secure anymore. Never was. Your mom means well, just like my parents. They just want you to be okay after they're gone. Mind you, guys, like they are from the generation. They grew up with the church, and the church basically instilled fear in people. That's what the whole hell thing was about. It's like if you don't follow the rules, you're gonna go to hell, and that sticks with people. That'll stick with you for a lifetime. So it's normal that they feel that way. Do you have a Twitch account? I do not, but I do have a Discord server and it is poppin'. If you want to get in on our Discord, it is free for anyone to join. I'm going to give you guys the link right now. You can come to the Discord server and just talk day and night with our community. It's literally called The Hideout because it's a hideout for everyone to come and have a safe place. And I'm putting the link in the chat box right now. If you're in the Discord, go check that out. Right there. In the meantime, keep the questions coming. I got about 10 minutes of energy left in me. The Viking is live. I think I like this sweater. It's cool. I mess with it. Ooh, seems like I have answered all of your questions. One more time, guys, for the people who are listening to this later on, comment below the topics that you want me to talk about in the next live sessions, and I will do just that. That way, I can also answer questions of people that don't always make it here. Bahubali, what's up, Gaming Thor 20? I see you. After this, I will be having a mentorship call with one of my clients who is currently staying in Brazil. Looking forward to that. After that, I'm having a call with a client from the UK. Busy Monday. How do you cope with problems? I feel that you're an expert in this. I wouldn't necessarily call myself an expert at it. It's just that I guess my cancer and the whole losing, a quarter of my face thing has allowed me to have constant perspective. So, my baseline mentality is that happiness is not the presence of joy or pleasure. It's the absence of pain and suffering. And I suffered physically for a long time and mentally, obviously. And just like being able to move around autonomously, being able to speak. I had a huge hole here for the longest time. You can still see the scar, and I couldn't even like talk because all the air would escape from there. Um, so it's just like me not having a tube stuck up my dick makes you feel like, hey, life's pretty good. I can go to the gym, I can lift weights, I can drive my car, I can listen to music. It's a matter of recognizing all the things that we do have. It's a matter of perspective. So when I have a problem, usually it's easy for me to like put that into the proper context. Can you recommend any low impact workouts? I have a chronic health issue and I can't exert much energy at one time. Yes, Cheetah, I'm about to drop this revolutionary concept on you. Are you ready? It is called hiking in nature, and I do it almost every day. It is literal meditation. It is super good for your body to be in upward straight position. It's burning fat. It is giving your brain more oxygen. It is a great way to train your entire body without actually putting stress on your joints. So go hike in nature, take a big cup of coffee, have a chug, put on some music in your ears, and go enjoy. It's amazing. Don't mean to be rude. Do the stitches hurt? They hurt a little bit, but again, in the context of perspective wise, what I've been through is okay. I've developed quite a strong threshold, a high threshold for the pain. Is that how you say it? So yeah, you're not rude at all. Don't be silly. We are 40 minutes in. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this live later on. It's a good vibe. I'm liking it. The only thing that does bother me is the fact that like I can't train any muscle in the upper body, and that's definitely the one downside about being into bodybuilding or fitness. And it's just that you just develop this tunnel vision. It's like you got anorexia and you also got bigorexia, which is just the opposite thing. And I definitely suffer from that, where I haven't trained chest or back in like 4 days now, and I already feel like I'm shrinking, which is obviously ludicrous and it's not the case, but just mentally to my head. And I'm very aware of that, but still it is able to creep in and sometimes not sometimes, quite often mess with my emotions. So it's crazy how that can become an addiction, how you can become addicted to a certain shape. Ashutosh Kalaran. Brother, can you tell if like someone wants to have plastic surgery to look good, there's nothing wrong at all, but still want to look more good, should they do it or not? Well, from my experience, if you don't have any like medical condition, I honestly would not recommend plastic surgery. Um, a lot of people become addicted to plastic surgery. And once you start cutting, you never know where you're going to end up. Unless you have like a crazy, like, like something that's really wrong with your face and that can easily be fixed, then I wouldn't recommend it, because you're just gonna you can get all the surgeries done that you want. If you don't feel beautiful on the inside, your external shell is never gonna convince you of otherwise. So you need to work on the inside way more than you need to work on the outside. Now, again, if you have like a crooked ass nose that is like pointing to the left instead of the middle, then go for it. But in general, I would not recommend it if you don't need it. What is a pre-workout? The health food store sent me a sample when I ordered some food for delivery. That's funny, that the health food store sent you that. Pre-workout is something that you take before the gym to get really like in the zone. It is packed with caffeine, beta aniline, arginine, creatine, things like that, to get you pumped up, to make your veins pop, to promote blood circulation in the muscle, and above all, to make you feel very aggressive and like, oh, I want to lift weights. I take it, but it's not healthy. It raises your heartbeat, and it definitely has some things that are not as good for you. It's basically like legal cocaine. So you can perform better in the gym. You have the laser focus, and you want to keep lifting weights until the sun sets. That is what pre-workout is, and it is highly addictive. And yes, I do use it. It's not healthy, no. Do you listen to music? What kind? Yes, I do. I listen to a lot of hip hop, rap, but I also listen to a lot of like Leonard Cohen, for example. I like him a lot. The XX, Whitney Houston. That the soundtrack of The Bodyguard is one of my favorite albums. What else, man? But yeah, like I'll listen to techno, but like I listen to a lot of rap and hip hop. One of my favorite rappers actually got killed yesterday. He was called Draco the Ruler. I've been listening to him for about I want to say 2.5, 3 years. He actually got murdered. That really sucks. My trainer calls it, RIP to Draco, by the way. My trainer calls it making sure I'm useful during the training session, but yes, just be careful with the hard stuff. I used Redcon Total War. That's so crazy that I used Redcon Total War too. I talk about that many times. I use Redcon Total War. It is by far the best pre-workout I ever used, the most effective. But yeah, it I'm not gonna like tell people to take it because it's pretty heavy stuff, but it works. It does. I've heard that pre-workout is good, but I also heard there was a TikTok challenge where they take entire scoops undelighted. Yeah, but TikTok is silly. You shouldn't be on TikTok. Anything that people do on TikTok is trash and stupid and silly. TikTok is literal cancer. Random question: what's your favorite movie? American Psycho. I just want to meet my boyfriend. It's been 2 years. We haven't met yet. I miss him a lot. Plot twist: he's not your boyfriend. I'm not gonna. Don't want to be mean. Don't want to be shitty. But if you haven't physically met the person, then it's really not your boyfriend, and you should probably stop spending emotional bandwidth on him and go out and find a real actual person. Lorenz, have you heard any synthwave like Earthing Force? No, I haven't. What's up with that? Thank you. I can't do caffeine. I only sleep for 2 weeks. I'll get rid of it. It says it's not for people under 18. Yeah, Dr. Lee, I'm using Redcon. I got 2 tubs right here. I've been using it for years. It's amazing. I'm gonna stop talking about it because I don't want people to start using it. What's up, Bart Kaiders? What's up? What's up? One of my gym buddies in real life. Shout out to Bart. He's an absolute monster. One of the biggest guys in the gym. What is your favorite muscle group to train? Chest, 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 and triceps. But yeah, and then back, chest and back. But yeah, I like incline bench press a lot, but I like back a lot too. So both like I'm very strong. My back is my strongest muscle, and I like deadlifts. I've been really getting into deadlifting the last year. Biceps, Bart says. Bart only trains biceps every day. Do you do other workouts besides lifting? Yeah, I go do sprints every Saturday, like track running. I play basketball and I run in the woods. Jogging. Synthwave is like 80s music. John Carpenter Devo. What is up with my camera? I'm lagging like crazy. Why is my 80 guys still hearing me? It's not that easy to forget someone we love. Yeah, the sunflower. If you never met them, then like how can you say it's real love? So you guys can still properly see me because it's for me. My screen is frozen. Oh, this sucks. Chaser Phaser, I'm new. Do you have problems with new people? I mean, people you meet in real life. The fuck is this? All right, so the image is just completely gone. That's crazy. I'm uglier than you without authority. All right, guys, I gotta wrap it up. Fuck. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this happened. I'll have to check in. I'll have to look into that. But this sucks. Anyway, thank you guys um for being here. And I have to figure out this technical issue. I'll be back though. I'll be back. Talk to you guys real soon. I'm sorry that I'm I have to shut this down. Yeah, Bart, I can't train for 4 weeks. Ah, this sucks. Guys, I'll be back soon. I'll gotta fix this. Peace out. Love you all. Bye bye.